What's up? PURDY Sports Gamer here. Brock Purdy and the 49ers do it again. 10 straight wins, rolling into the playoffs. And this highlight, this is an alarming, common theme that's happening with the 49ers. Giving up a huge play at the first play, the first drive of the game. I don't know what's going on with them, but they've been giving up touchdowns on the first possession of the team, and usually a big play. But what happens with those other games happened in this game. Brock Purdy just brings them right down the field again and responds. He had good short passes. He doesn't get flustered, and this is another reason. He's not fast. He's got good enough speed to get out of the outside, get around, and here's CMC scoring a touchdown as they respond. And I was actually a little surprised CMC played. I thought they're going to hold him out because his ankle injury, get him very healthy for the playoffs. But 49ers are getting healthy. Debo was back. He looked pretty good. It didn't seem like he was favoring that injury. Elijah Mitchell, he's huge to come back to give CMC some breaks. And J.J. Watt, his last game, he went out with a bang. He wanted to go out on the top, and he did go out on top. But the key to this game was not all Brock Purdy. He did good. He did not make a mistake. He rolled the 49ers down the field. He made the plays when he's supposed to. He did not make any mistakes. He got sacked 4 times, but that's okay. As long as he doesn't throw up ducks, trying to get out of those sacks to get interceptions. But it was the 49ers defense. After that one long A.J. Green, which he looked so slow, but he still got the touchdown. They got the interceptions from Blau, and they turned those, unlike past games, he turned those into touchdowns and not field goals. And that was the key to this game. Turning those turnovers into touchdowns. Rolling with they didn't have that great of a running game today. Elijah Mitchell did good. He only had 5 carries, but he got 55 yards. Christian McCaffrey got 10 carries, 45 yards. And Jordan Mason got 8 carries, 28 yards. Also got in Tyrion Davis-Price, 8 carries, 27. They spread the ball around, which is good. That's what they should do. Let the players have their rest. Like, this game was important to try to get home field if they make it past the first round, which they will. Most likely be playing Green Bay. And as of right now, this Green Bay game is like a stinker. The last time I saw it, it was 9-6 Green Bay in the third quarter. Oh, now Detroit just scored. So, I don't know who I'm rooting for. Green Bay or Seattle. I actually think Seattle is a more complete team. So maybe Green Bay would be the better option. But it shouldn't matter. The 49ers if they're playing at home, they should roll. And there's a touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, man, he's back, and this is great to have him back. He's a punishing running back. He does good. 49ers defense, other than this other drive, which the Arizona scored to make it 14-13, the 49ers defense just clamped it down from there, and they performed awesomely. So Purdy's stats for this game was 15-20, 178 for 3 touchdowns. Another multi-touchdown game. I think he's starting to get one more game. He ties Justin Herbert for the best rookie scoring multiple touchdowns. Purdy had 75% completion percentage, was awesome. Only 8.9 yards per average, which is the 49ers way. They usually 8 to 10 yards per completion average. 141 quarterback rating. The last game he had 95 quarterback rating. If he got over 100 that last game, I think he would have broke record for first few starts as a rookie with multiple touchdowns and a quarterback rating over 100, but he didn't do it. The last game he fell short, which would have tied the record, but he didn't get it, unfortunately. Brandon Ayuk had another great game today. He caught everything, and he's strong with the ball, and he's over the middle type of guy who's going to catch it. Brock Purdy, he was just making the plays, throwing those short passes. He didn't really throw that many deep. The one thing that I saw that could be not great with Purdy It seemed like sometimes he was staring down his receiver, just looking that one way. And a good defense, the safety is going to see that and guide towards that side of the field. He's got to do more like Aaron Rodgers or something, like just look one way then throw the other. But this game, it didn't matter. And there's Kittle again. Kittle has been loving Brock Purdy at quarterback. He's had a resurgence this year. He's scoring like so many touchdowns. So Kittle, I think, loves having Brock Purdy being a quarterback and not like Jimmy G or Trey Lance. And there's J.J. Watt again with the second sack. And it's funny to see when these big, strong athletes retire, end their career. They're balling like a little baby, which I could see why, because that's their life. That's all they know is to play sports. It's an awesome life. There's Mitchell again. The guy is... hopefully the 49ers will split the carries with him and CMC and not have CMC do it all, which I think they will, because they have big time trust in Mitchell. There's Mitchell with another touchdown. And this is when the 49ers were just pouring it on. Poor Cardinals. They had a great year last year, but Kyler Murray just didn't have it this year. He got injured a couple of times and out with the ACL. And the Cardinals had to start they had 4 different starting quarterbacks this year. This seems like a few teams is having it like that. They're starting so many quarterbacks. It's hurt Tennessee big time. And it's Debo. Looks fine, doesn't he? Debo's doing his thing. And I'm bouncing all over the place. I know. I'm just following these highlights as I'm talking. And again, just want to say it again. 49ers are rolling. They're performing like they should. They're going into the playoffs on a high. And like I said before, I really don't see anyone beating them. The only team that will give them a scare, I think, is Philly, because they're playing at home. And Jalen Hurts, I think, should be a top contender for MVP. You saw it. You saw it this game. He missed the last 2 games. They lost both the games. Minshew did okay against Dallas, which tells you Dallas defenses might not be that good at all. But he looked horrible in the other game he played. And Hurts comes in and the Philly rolls, even though they were playing a bad team. But still, the Giants were benching all their players, so there wasn't really the Giants. Philly won. That's all that matters. Hurts guided them to the victory. But that's the only team I think that could scare the 49ers going into see who wins for the Super Bowl. But I still think the 49ers will win. They're a more complete team. We'll see. So, what do you guys think? Think the 49ers are going to the Super Bowl? Brock Purdy is drawing them. He's going to guide them. And sorry to Trey Lance. He is going to be a backup next year or traded. But there's no way Trey Lance is starting for the 49ers next year. No way. It's Brock Purdy's team from now on. And I'm happy to see that because I think he's a more complete player than Trey Lance. Might not have the running skills of Trey Lance, but he has the passing skills that Trey Lance does not have. So please comment below. Tell me how great Brock Purdy is. And I appreciate the support you had on these videos. 10,000 views for 2 videos is amazing. Amazing. I just can't believe I have so many views, and I thank you all for clicking on my video and subscribing to me. Thanks, and have a good day. See ya.